Hello everyone. Today we are going to see next tutorial, that is tutorial number 5, HTML tables, lists and blocks. HTML tables. Defining an HTML table. An HTML table is defined with the table tag. Each table row is defined with the tr tag and a table header is defined with the th tag. By default, table headings are bold and centered. A table data cell is defined with the td tag. We can see the example. See this. Under HTML tag, there is a body tag. This is a heading, that is basic HTML table. This is table attribute. We maintain CSS, that is width of table to be 100%. TR means table row. For first row, there will be headings like first name, last name, age. We close that row. For next row, under that there will be a data. For that columns, for first name there is a Jhil, for last name there is a Smith, and for age is 50. Same like that we mentioned for the rows. Let's see the example output. This is heading. By default, table headers to be bold and centered, that is first name, last name, age. This is nothing but tr. First name Jill, John. This is trs, and this is table heading. Under this tr, this is td, that is table data. Jill, John, Smith, Jackson, Doe, etc. Next, HTML table, adding a border. Wait, once again note, the TD elements are the data containers of the table. They can contain all sorts of HTML elements, text, images, lists, other tables, etc. HTML table, adding a border. If you do not specify a border for the table, it will be displayed without borders. A border is set using CSS border property. You can set border using CSS border property. Let's see this. The table is same as previous example, only we had added internal CSS, that is we mentioned attributes table th and td. For that we applied CSS, that is border to be 1 pixel solid black. See this. CSS border property to add a border to the table. Remember to define borders for both the table and table cells. Next, HTML table, collapse the borders. If you want borders to collapse into one border, add the CSS border collapse property. See the code. Here everything is same except border collapse property is applied as collapse. What this means? See this. If you don't want this border to be displayed as this, you can merge the border and into one, and you can see this output. Next, HTML table, adding the cell padding. Cell padding specifies the space between the cell content and its border. If you want space between content and border, use a cell padding. If you do not specify a padding, the table cells will be displayed without padding. To set the padding, use the CSS padding property. See the example, HTML cell padding. Everything is same as before, only here for heading and table data there is a padding of 15 pixel. Let's see. So this the space is between content and border. Try to change the padding to 5 pixel. You can see how much space you want, you can specify. HTML table left align headings. By default, table headings are bold and centered. To left align the table headings, use CSS text align property. You can see this. You can only mention text align colon left. It will display the headings to left align. Border specifies the space between the cells. To set the border specifying for table, use the CSS border spacing property. Let's see the example. Here you can see the alignment of head tag is aligned left, text align is left for heading tag, and for border specifying of table, that is 10 pixel. Let's run this. See this, the heading is left aligned, and border spacing specifies the space between the cells. This is space between the cells, that is 10 pixel. You can change and see the effect. 5 pixel. See this, space is decreased. Next, HTML table cells that span many columns. To make a cell span more than one column, use a call span attribute. If the table has collapsed borders, border spacing has no effect. Let's see the call span attribute. Here we had taken border 1 pixel solid black and border collapse is collapse, and for heading and table data we had taken padding as 5 pixel and text align to be left, and under table tag the style for the table is width to be 100%, and if you want to merge name and telephone headings, then call span equal to 2, you can specify. Run this HTML table call span. Open and run this. You can see one person can have multiple phone numbers. You can merge this data for single column. HTML table cells that span many rows. To make a cell span more than one row, use the row span attribute. See this here for table heading. I had taken row span equal to 2. See this. If you want to merge the row and wanted to have two values for that same row, you can use row span attribute. HTML table adding a caption. To add a caption to a table, use a caption tag. See this, in this code there is a caption tag which is personal details and displayed over here, that is personal details. Next, a special style for one table. To define a special style for specific table, add an ID attribute to the table. See this HTML table styles. There are two tables, table 1 and table 2. We had taken ID attribute and specified value as T01, and we had writed internal CSS for that. Table will to be 100%, and table heading, table and table data have had border that is 1 pixel solid black, and border collapse is collapse. Table heading and table data must contain 15 pixel padding, and alignment of that data is left. And table for table attribute which contains ID T01, and under that tr row for nth child even. For even rows, background color to be #EEE. This is hex code for colors. And for odd rows, there will be a color #FFF. Same for that table heading. The background color is black and text color to be white. Let's run and see this. See this, for table 1 there is nothing CSS applied. For table 2 background color of heading will be black and text color is white. For odd rows, gray color is given to the background of that data. For even rows, the background color is white. You can change and see the effect. See this. Next, HTML lists. There are two types of lists, that is unordered and ordered list. First we'll look at unordered HTML list. An unordered list start with a UL tag. Each list starts with a li tag. The list items will be marked with the bullets, that is small black circles by default. We can see the example. Unordered list. See this. This is UL tag. Under this we'll take li tags. UL means unordered list. Under that, list items is displayed as coffee, tea and milk. You can run this unordered list. See this. Black filled circle is displayed as items, icons. Next, unordered HTML list. Choose a list item marker. The CSS list style type property is used to define the style of the list item marker. You can change the style of items list by using this. See this. Unordered list with disk bullets. You can specify this with the help of list style type attribute under style, list style type property under style attribute, which has value as disk. Let's run this. See this is type disk. Next, unordered list with a circle bullets. If you want only circles without filling that, you can use list style type to be a circle. That is only circle without anything filled out. Next, unordered list with a square bullets. You can see this. Next, unordered list without bullets. You can specify it a property of this as none. Next, you can see this list type values: disk, circle, square, none. Next, ordered HTML list. An ordered list starts with OL tag. Each list item starts with LI tag. The list items will be marked with the numbers by default. Ordered HTML list. The type attribute of the OL tag defines the type of list item marker. Type 1, the list items will be numbered with the numbers default. Type A, the list items will be numbered with uppercase letters. Type small a, the list items will be numbered with lowercase letters. Type capital I, list items will be numbered with uppercase Roman numbers. Type I, the list items will be numbered with the lowercase numbers. The example: ordered list. OL is nothing but ordered list. Under this we have taken a LI tags, which is nothing but list items. Let's run this. See this, by default there is a numbering. Next, order type list. Ordered list with numbers, that is we can mention as type attribute under OL tag, that is type equal to 1. See this, order list with numbers 1, 2, 3. And order list with letters capital A. See this, ABC. Order list with lowercase letters. Type is nothing but small a. Order list with Roman numbers. You can specify it as type equal to capital I. And order list with lowercase Roman numbers. You can specify type equal to small I. See this. Next, you can see HTML description list. HTML also supports description list. A description list is a list of terms with a description of each term. The DL tag defines the description list. The DT tag defines the term, that is name, and the DD tag describes each term. Let's see the example. Description list.html. Under body tag there is a DL tag. Under DL tag there is a DT tag. This is description list, this is description term. Under this is a description definition, that is black hot drink. You can specify description for this description term. Let's run this example description list. Description list.html. Open and run. You can see this. For coffee there is a description, and for milk there is a description. Next we will see control list counting. By default an order list will start counting from 1. If you want to start counting from a specified number, you can use a start attribute. Let's see list counting. The order list starts from 50 and order list type is I and start is 50. Let's run this. FY list count. List underscore count.html. See this. start is 50 and type and start is from 50. Next, horizontal list with CSS. HTML list can be styled in many different ways with CSS. One popular way is to style a list horizontally to create a navigation menu. You can see the example. Horizontal list HTML. See here, we had taken an inline internal CSS. Under this UL, for UL you are specifying a list type. Style type is none, margin 0, padding 0, overflow hidden, background color to be this hash code, and for li there is a floating of li is to be left. Under li tag you had taken anchor tag. For this display to be block and color is white, text line is center, padding is 16 pixel, text decoration is none, and whenever you hover on that link background color to be hash 6 once. See this example, horizontal list. Horizontal list dot html. You can see this horizontal menu. Next, HTML block and inline HTML elements. Every HTML element has a default display value depending on what type of element it is. The default display value for the most element is block or inline. Block level elements always start on a new line and takes up the full width available, stretches out to the left and right as far as it can. Say this. Block level elements in HTML are address, DT, pre, article, field set, li, section, aside, caption, main, table, blocker, figure, nav, tfoot, canvas, footer, no script UL, DD, form, OL, video, div, h1 to h6, output, DL, header, P. Let's see the example block elements. See this. We have taken two block elements, that is div. Run this block elements. See, hello is printed over here and world is printed next to the hello text. This shows the div is a block element. Next, inline elements. An inline element doesn't start on a new line and only takes up as much width as necessary. These are inline elements. Let's see this code. Span is a inline element. You can run and see this. Inline elements. Hello world. A world is printed immediately after hello text. The div element is often used as a container for other HTML elements. Div element has no required attributes, but style, class and ID are common. When used together with CSS, div element can be used to style blocks of content. Div element. We had given a style for this div element as background color to be black and text color is white and padding is 20 pixel. Div element. Let's run this. See this is div element. Next, the span element. Span element is often used as a container for some text. Span element has no required attribute, but style, class, and ID are common. When used together with CSS, span element can be used to style parts of the text. This is span. Important text is colored as red. Span.html. Let's run this. See this. Only required text is colored as red. Next, references. Thank you for watching this